Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I'm here to do a tag. I was tagged by my friend Jess, Book TV Girl, and it's called the I'll Get Around to It Later tag, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not a tag Tuesday, it's a Sunday, and I got stuck out in the rain going to church, but I'm going to take a nap after this, just so you know, because I was up, the time changed. For some reason, I should be not tired, but I am tired with the time change. So, whatever. Let's get right into it. This is the I'll Get Around to It Later book tag. A classic book that you've been meaning to read forever, but haven't read yet. Okay, here it is, people. Plutarch. Plutarch? Oh my gosh, I just butchered these names. Plutarch. Plutarch. Anyway, it's of the great books of the Western world, and it has to do with, he traveled around and he recorded everything that he saw in the ancient world, and I just want to think that I'm smart. And I think that if I read this book, I will be smart. And I've always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read that somewhere. Look, Sulla 138 to 78 BC. Now, I'm sure he didn't put those dates in because he wasn't familiar with BC or AD or anything like that. But Lucas Cornelius Sulla was descended of a patriarch of a noble family. Of his ancestors, Rufinus, it is said, has been his consul and incurred a disgrace more signal than his distinction. Doesn't that sound like I would be smart if I could read that? I'm always wanting to read that, and I have yet, because probably it's not a good thing that I can't even pronounce the name. Embarrassing. A book on your shelf you haven't read yet. All right, well, I'm going to turn the camera around just for a second here, and you're going to see the books I haven't read yet. Here you go. They're all in here in this box. And I just have tons of them. I have tons of them that I haven't read yet. But I can't count them as on my shelf because they're in the box. I've got doesn't it look like a great trophy? The Dreamer Lost in Terror. Look at that very phallic symbol house rising up behind her. Witch of Blackbird Pond. I need to read that one. All right, I'm going to turn it around again. Okay, now I'm back. Straighten myself out a little bit. Bob's behind me. Bob doesn't usually mess with the camera, so we shouldn't worry about that. Okay, a book that you recently got and haven't read yet. I'm not going to make you look in the box again. I'm just going to pull one out. I'm just going to pull out Ravenscroft. I got this within the last month, and I haven't read it yet. I got it at half price books, so it'll be longer than that. It'll be a couple of months, but I haven't read it yet. Ravenscroft. But it looks like there's trouble there because she's just done in. She's just done in. All right. A book you've had forever but haven't read yet. The Witch of Blackbird Pond. And I don't know why I haven't read it. It's, won awards. It's not that long and everything like that. But I've literally had this for over a year now. And I haven't read it. And I need to. Because everybody raves about it. It won the Newbery Award. And like I said, it's not that long. So what's my problem? What's my problem? I don't know. I gave him a little smack for that. Let's see. A book a friend recommended that you haven't read yet. One of my online friends, and I honestly can't remember who it was, but one of my online friends has recommended Stormy Petrel, in that she read it and enjoyed it. And I haven't read that yet. That's a Mary Stewart, which is, well, you guys know it's one of my all-time favorite authors. And so I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read The Stormy Petrel. And whoever it was that recommended it to me, I don't remember who it was. And that's embarrassing because I love my online friends. Was it Pickles? Was it Jess? Was it Jane? I can't remember. So whoever it is, leave me a comment and tell me I'm an idiot for not remembering you recommending it to me. Let's see. A book you're procrastinating on. A book I'm procrastinating on. Mrs. Mike. I'm procrastinating on Mrs. Mike because it looks like, I mean, it looks like a good read. I like the idea of it, but it just looks a little depressing. Doesn't it look a little depressing to you, Mrs. Mike? I mean, she's all cold and, you know, she's got to go out there in the tundra in Canada with her husband, who's a Canadian mounted police, and I guess he just takes her on every case and everything. It's not a mystery or anything like that. It's just her life. So, I don't know. I picked it up, put it down, and picked it up and put it down. The next book on your TBR. Oh, that is an easy one. I'm going to get up for a second. Hold on. This one is my next indie read, and it's Cadmium Yellow, Blood Red. You would think that all of these books that I read, I would be able to pronounce words, but apparently I'm not. But this is my next indie read that I'm going to read and review, and so I'm very excited. This is Jacqueline T. Lynch. I just finished reading the indie Never Sleep Again by Jeff Provine. I couldn't pronounce his name, apparently. He hasn't told me I pronounced it wrong yet. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. That's the next one on my TBR. So this is a short little tag, and I just wanted to say thanks to Jess for mentioning me and for tagging me, and I hope I get some more tags soon. And you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about, we've got this little cemetery by us that is just, it's one of the first Creek cemeteries, the Native American Creek tribe and cemeteries. This is a few blocks down. So I was thinking, you know, why don't we go there one cloudy, wet day and go into this pretty cemetery and look around and see that. And, you know, that might be kind of fun. You know, I like my spooky stuff, but this would be more historical. So if you're interested in doing that, leave me a comment and let me know. In the meantime, I will check you later.